Yay. Hi. How's it going? We have made it to lesson 45. Calling in the one. 7 weeks to attract the love of our life and meet the man or the woman of our dreams. Hello, hello. Thanks for joining. So if this is your first time, my friend gave me this book, Calling in the One, now over 49 days ago because I skipped a few days, and encouraged me to read it, and then here I am sharing it with you guys every day. And we only have 4 more lessons. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And now that I was reading today's lesson, I have to say, I feel like I need to spend a little bit more time on the last lesson. Hi, thanks for joining. Hey, you're the one that joined on the Instagram, right? Are you doing the challenge? Today was clouds. So you guys, I'm doing an Instagram December challenge. So if you want to be a part of it, find me on Instagram and write a comment. Yes, write a comment saying you want to be a part of it, and I'll share with you the whole game plan. But anyway, so I'm on a mission to find my one. And it's good. It's going. I'm meeting lots of people. It's fun. And we'll see. It is the event season, right? So lots of going out this month. Oh my goodness. In fact, going to Vegas tomorrow at like 6 in the morning. No, it does not. Sorry. But this is good. And today's lesson, like all of these bring up, like I start thinking of different thoughts and stuff from my previous relationships that are so like, yep, that was me. Yep, yep, yep. So, oh, sorry. Where am I staying? I think the Venetian. So, my friend's having her 40th birthday, and we're all going to hang out. Am I into firemen? I actually have a lot of firemen friends in Portland. We've had some good trips to Whistler that were amazing. Snow. Okay, so I'm going to get into the message. Because I get so easily carried away by reading all your guys' comments. So today's lesson, 45, is going from me to we. Me to we. Oh my goodness. That is, I remember it being really easy at one point in my life. I feel like it would be a little bit more difficult at this point. But looking forward to saying we again. I swear. Oh, okay. Military. My best friend is married to somebody in the military. And that's all I can say about that. I'm thinking about it. Okay, so moving on. She starts off, Catherine Woodward Thomas is the author of this book, and she talks about sharing this story that is actually in another book called Not Just Stories. So there's this rabbi who writes about this woman who comes to see him and asks for a blessing so that she and her husband could conceive a child. No, I'm not married or I wouldn't be doing this. Post fruitcakes. Okay, so the woman goes to see him to ask for a blessing because her and her husband have been trying to have a child forever and it's just not happening at all. And he says, my parents too were childless and we were childless for many years, and then his mother has sewn a coat for Baal Shem Tov. I don't know if that's a god. And after that, he was born. So what the lady immediately says is, I will gladly sew a coat for you. Gladly. A beautiful, beautiful one. But the lesson here is that he goes, no, my dear, that will be to no avail. You see, my mother did not know the story. So we can't give to receive. We can't give in expectation of receiving something, or that kills the whole entire thing. If we're going to be giving, we must give and expect nothing in return, and not hold a grudge or tally a score or anything. Yes, I am divorced. Let's see, 6 years, I believe. Well, not technically but 6 years since we've been done. How about that? Coming up here in January. So, there is the saying of karma, right? What we give always comes back to us. But we cannot give for that reason. We have to give for the sake of giving, because it feels good to be generous and give. But if we're doing it in a way that is to get something in return, that is being stingy. So, as you guys know, we've been covering this for 44 days now, and we cannot give love with an expectation. We can't be stingy with our love and expect to receive love in return. It's not the way that it works. So, oh my gosh, remember that quote from the other day? I just need to say it one more time because it's so amazing. The truth is, the only thing missing in our lives is the thing that we ourselves are not giving. So, if you are lonely and have a loveless life, you are not loving the people that are around you. If you do not have the abundance and the wealth, the finances that you want and crave and desire, most likely you're not being generous with your own wealth and time and what little that you do have. So yeah, take that. And by the way, I'm constantly telling these things to myself as well. So it's not me just telling you, I'm telling me at the same time. With my divorce, we had a lot of fun, meaning we didn't have much depth. And without depth and a similar vision, actually our vision was kind of similar, but with a similar depth, emotional intelligence, let's say, because I have a pretty good emotional IQ at this point, I would say that we could not fulfill each other, because bottom line is we could not speak each other's language. We tried and tried. It was not happening. And so we were constantly running on empty, just having fun with friends. So, hi, thanks for joining. Okay, so creating a we life, which is the message for today, as opposed to me or I, requires a fluidity where giving to one another is as natural as breathing. So, giving love is as natural as breathing. Giving with your time and finances, if you're missing wealth in your life, is as easy and natural as breathing. Because when we're resisting it, we're pushing it away, farther and farther away. So, we got to start somewhere though, right? We got to start somewhere. So it may not be natural right away, but through practice, we'll get there. We'll get there. So practice being generous in all areas of your life without expectation, and slowly it will become as natural as breathing. Okay, so we are coming, yeah. Okay, the me mantra of modern day life is profoundly affecting our abilities to be successful in our intimate relationships. We are coming to the table with little practice in being kind, thoughtful, and generous. We have an understanding of what it is to watch out for others in our community. However, we're normally watching out for number one. Numero uno, me, I. So this is creating competition left and right. So our competitive indifference towards one another grows by leaps and bounds each decade. Each decade, we're getting more and more selfish. Yes, kids are in trouble. So it's heartbreaking. And the thing is situations like 9/11 or these schools that with all these shootings, which is just so sad, like, that is what creates community. These tragic incidences like death is what it takes for us as a society to create some community with each other. That's so ridiculous. Hi, thanks for joining. So if we could just work on breaking these damn walls down, instead of waiting for a tragedy to connect with each other and to give generously, then we might be living in a little bit stronger, healthier, wealthier, abundant place. I have not found my one yet, or maybe I have. We'll see. I don't think so. What death was not satisfying? Oh, with my ex-husband? Well, have you guys heard of the 5 Languages of Love? Because that book, we read it together, and mine was quality time. His was acknowledgement. So mine's quality time. We were together all the time. We would go on vacations almost every weekend. We had friends everywhere, and we'd go visit them. You know, it might be like a road trip or something. So we'd go and be always together and always with tons of people having a blast. But the thing is he was very much a partier. And so there's a difference, because when I go out, if I do not connect with someone and have a great conversation, like a deeper conversation, like what I do here, then I just get tired and I want to go home. I just want to go to bed. Now for him, he feeds off of the superficial conversation, for lack of better terms to say. So he is all about like, hey. And so for me, even though we were together all the time, my needs weren't being met because of the quality time was not there. So, and his needs weren't being met because here I am going home early, leaving him out to party. And so, of course, what is he doing? Partying. Not good. Not good for a relationship. So if he's partying hardcore and then coming home at 2, 3, 4, 5 next day, then I immediately would lose respect for him, because he wasn't choosing me first, and he's pissed off at me because I don't want to party. So it just was not good. Not good. But only love to him. Send that one love. How long did we date? Forever. We were together pretty much almost 8 years. So together 2.5, got engaged for 2 years, then got married for 2.5, and then we were done. So almost 8 years. So back to the message. Do I still love him? Not like that. I send love to him. How about that? What do you see in my eyes? I send love to him. I'm not in love with him at all. I have compassion. I have compassion to him. And that would be, like we were discussing yesterday, in definitions of love. That is one of my definitions of love, is having compassion. So it saddens me that we couldn't fulfill each other's needs. Do I want to read it with him? Like this book? Hell no. We are so done. No. Ugh. I mean, I send love to him. No way. We are like this. We went to counseling. So that's one of the things. So Catherine Woodward Thomas is a counselor, right? Or therapist, whatever. So she is talking about how she has this couple that's been coming to her for a year. And every time they come in, it's like an argument of who did what, who's winning which battle, and who's... And this is, the bottom line is, this is exactly how it was with my ex-husband. We did go to counseling at the end to work on our marriage. And it was completely like me keeping a score over the last week, and him keeping score of where we went wrong or didn't follow the instructions of the therapist. I mean, we loved our counseling sessions. He would basically speak for us because we couldn't speak to each other in the same language. So he would take what I was saying, turn it to his interpretation, and then he would say that. And the whole thing is like 99% of the time we were on the same page. What? We were on the same page, but we could not communicate. And so we thought we were on different pages. It's ridiculous. So anyways, yes, we are not meant to be together, but I was meant to learn some very valuable lessons while being with him. And that is so. I would like to see your pages. I want to have children. Are you kidding me? Anyways, I love that this is absolutely public. I'm sure he's not watching, so that's good. He's married, by the way. He's married, so he does not stand to be alone at all. I, on the other hand, it's been 6 years, so. Moving on. Where were we? No, I don't have children. I get to create some, though. With my man. Yes, there was a period of time that I did not want to get married. Definitely was not interested in that for like a year, I'd say, but now I'm open to it. So, yeah, we've moved forward. I've moved forward. My man stinks. Oh, you're funny. You have to like tweet me. Twitter me. Tweet me. Okay, so getting back to the lesson. Oh my God. What do I want in a man? Okay, what do I want in a man? Exactly. It's so right. You can't. I've had guys do that. I think it's a joke. It's a joke. I have realized that men will say that they just want to get married and have kids, and maybe it is the truth, but men say it all the time as a way to get into a woman's pants. Just saying. Just saying. And it works sometimes. Not with this one, but it does work. So, wow, we have gotten really off track today. You guys are entertaining me, or I'm entertaining you. So, my flow is like completely gone. Just kidding. It's here. Okay, so we were talking about how selfish we are. That's what we were talking about. I do have good energy. Thank you. Oh, geez. Okay, so thank you. There's some red going on there, huh? It's like I'm burnt. Okay. So the bottom line is we get competitive now. That's how we are. We think about ourselves. We're all about me and I, and our careers. And then we get competition. So, oh yeah, we were talking about tragedy. Tragedy. They're gone. My sister is going to be singing later tonight. Amy Londyn. I'm working on her. She has an amazing voice. Am I sad by my divorce? No, we're 6 years into this, so I was sad. Show my sister. She just ran off. Amy Londyn rocks. Yes. Did you hear that? I'm trying to get her to do a song a day, like a Christmas song or something a day. She's thinking about it. You want to be married and have children. Awesome. Are you just trying to get into my pants? Okay. Long-term committed love is an interdependent dance. Long-term love is an interdependent dance. Culturally, we're more apt to call a generous gesture, codependent versus love. We are more apt to label kindness a weakness and sensitivity a flaw. Can you be friends with an ex? Yes. My rule on that, if I'm dating you and you have an ex that you want to hang out with, is that I am invited. Anytime that you guys want to hang out, I am invited to come. That's my rule. And you can be friends with your ex. California. So, we are more apt to label kindness a weakness and sensitivity a flaw. Codependency, we don't call love. We then expect our intimate relationships to provide all the love that's missing in our lives. But how can a relationship that so depends upon the unconditional generosity of both partners not be handicapped by a lack of generosity that is so common in our society? Because when you couple up with someone, you really do have to think we instead of me in order to have harmony and love in your home. You have to look out for one another. Thank you. So, yeah, she talks about this couple that I had brought up earlier that she's been seeing for like a year. And she basically says, Catherine Wilbur Thomas says that they're in a war zone and they've chosen to stay together for their kids. So they come in to see her and they're trying to work on it, yet every time they're keeping score of who did what, and it's all about me versus we, because when they come into counseling, they've basically conceptualized their marriage and they have no model for a we community. It's whoever dominates, whoever screams the loudest, whoever gets their way is the way that it goes. And that's not a healthy family. That is not even a place that you'd want to raise your children. Hello. So in this kind of environment, I do coaching, not therapy, but I do coaching. Either he or she wins, and then when you're in that kind of environment, someone is always going to lose. So when you guys were asking me earlier about what kind of man, one of the top things besides unconditional love and loyalty and all that is support. Is support. Because thank you. Because my ex and I, we were not supportive. Love coach. I'm not a love coach. Or maybe I am. I can be a love coach. As long as it's not for me. Oh, so the new concept for this couple is to switch gears, to switch hats, and for them to explore the needs and wants of each other versus their own. And once they can experiment with each other's needs and being in the state of giving and generosity versus me, totally, yes, then they might be able to reinforce what a healthy family looks like. In fact, you know what's really interesting is she says that a lot of the couples that come in, she asks them if they have an understanding of what it means to be in a healthy, functional family. And 99% of the time she gets a no. And that was really surprising to me. Really surprising to me. And I feel very fortunate. I feel very fortunate about my upbringing because I had fabulous parents. Yes, there are ups and downs, and I can see where traits are that I've, still learning from, where I need to let go of some stuff. But yeah, I'm very fortunate. So the idea that so many people that she sees doesn't even know what a functional family looks like. Are you kidding me? Holy smokes! That's crazy. Okay, so totally went off track again. So what she says is, we fear it means that we will be overpowered by our awareness of the needs of the other person when doing this before we have a good grasp of our own. How much of me do I have to lose to be loved by you? Okay, Twitter me, tweet me. Sounds good. So being in a relationship with someone and supporting them does not mean that you need to lose yourself or give up who you are. You tweeted me? Okay, good.
I just did my first Periscope and got 40 followers.
Awesome. So there's there's me, there's the other individual, and there's we. It's 3 entities of a relationship. This is not Catherine Woodward Thomas. This is my training. So there's me. I got to take care of me. Got to take care of the second person. And then there's the third entity, which is we. So there you have that. You want to slide? I don't know what that means. Okay. So put simply, you have to be a strong me in order to form a strong we. A healthy we-ness always enhances and strengthens the individuality of who you are. It provides support that enables you to be more fully yourself in the world. Okay, you've said that. What's holding you back from creating it? Mitch? What's stopping you from finding your one? Cute. No, thanks. It's a little warm. A little warm. Okay, so it's important to figure out what the goal is of the other person, because there's 2 people and then there's a third entity. So we have to make sure that everyone's goals and definitions of love and that the vision are all on the same page and coming from a true place of authenticity, not conceptualizing and being in fantasy. Like, this gets to be real in reality. Thank you. Which website? Londyn Heights, Bethany, Londyn, Shift the Paradigm? Which one? I got a few. The third entity is the we. So people are free to express their needs, their wants, and their feelings. This is where I was talking about being unconditional. When you're unconditional with someone, you can go to them in a state of communication and tell them your deepest fears. You can tell them things that you think might make them want to run away from you or break up. And you know that you're only going to be loved in return for sharing these maybe they're secrets. I don't know. But when you have thoughts and concerns and everything and you're able to share them and you don't want to, and you do, and you're met with love and respect and compassion, that is huge. You're not your dude. I'm not my dude. What is my deepest fear? Well, I'll tell you my deepest fear. My deepest fear, if you guys watch my video it's a horrible video, but the message is perfect, on my startup called Health Addict. My deepest fear is that when I do meet my one and get married, that I may not be able to birth kids, children, babies. That is my deepest fear. And that comes from stress. Stress, Health Addict, ADDIKT. So I have a video on that, going into detail about hormones, all that goodness. So expressions are met with respect and love, and that is what's so important. My necklace. Oh, you guys like this? I had this made. I do want kids. This is my signature. I had it custom carved. My friend custom carved this with a hand saw. And what I love about this is the way that I did my signature. I did this for my 30th birthday. I'm 34 now, so 4 years old. It's 30, kind of. It's a backwards 3. The 3 is like the infinity sign, or infinite. The O kind of makes up a heart for love. And then aside from, it's my signature, it says B. So me being present, just being me. So I love it. It's like 5 meanings in one. Thank you. So his site is Combat Couture. He does a lot of custom. I don't know. He just had a baby, though. He might be kind of booked up. Combat Couture. Love him. I just took a picture of this necklace on my Instagram, by the way, so I tagged him in it. My 30 bio clock is ticking. 34. Actually, almost 35. Insane. So, bottom line is there is room for everyone. We don't have to agree with each other all the time. It's okay. We can agree to disagree. That's not an issue. And the bottom line is that we're making space for everybody. We're making space for people to be free and to share their own feelings and their own truths. And that we have an underlying foundation of respect and appreciation for each other and their differences. You're funny. Okay, so the homework, there's homework as always. And this is good. I can't wait to do this. I'm 34. Okay, so journaling. Question number 1. What is my attitude towards marriage? What is my attitude towards marriage? Well, mine has shifted 3 times now. What is it about marriage that I want? What do you want in marriage? Why do you want to be married if you do want to be married? What is it about marriage that you fear or that I fear? Not good. So those are 3 questions. And then writing a list of what's important around that. Well, we know your opinion. Then there is communities. So what communities do you belong to? Do you have a church, spiritual community, professional communities, family communities? Oh my gosh, is it 9? It's 9. It's okay. I've been up since the crack of dawn today. That's like 5:30 for me. Okay, so make a list of all your communities. And then one at a time, answer the following questions for each community on your list. In what ways do you take care of others in your community? How do you take care of others in your community? In what ways do others from this community take care of you? Do I give more or less than I take from this community? And just start to notice, like, where are you being stingy with your love, generosity, kisses, and then where do you criticize and complain about this community? What actions, if any, have you taken to correct these perceived shortcomings? Rather than complaining about the absence of something or the lack of. Because remember, the truth bomb from yesterday. The truth bomb from yesterday. Whatever you don't have that you want is the one thing you're not giving. Lesson 45. Yes. And the bonus is to take at least one action to be generous to one or more of your communities today. Taking a cold shower. What? Does that have to do something? Okay. Do this not for approval or recognition. So, for example, we were going to throw this welcome home party for a friend of mine yesterday, and he got home and all he wanted to do was go to bed, right? Because he's exhausted from his trip and moving and all this stuff. So the friend and I that are talking about getting him to this party, surprise party, he asks me, he goes, well, do you think I should tell him? And then maybe we get him to go? And I'm like, I told him to make his own decision, but in my mind, the reality was no. Because if it truly is a gift, and out of the generosity of your heart, you don't want to manipulate him to go to the party, the surprise party, because he feels guilty. The bottom line is he didn't want to go. And so if he truly is being in a state of generosity and giving, then he wouldn't tell him. He'd just reschedule the party or something like that, right? Now, if that happens again and again and again, then yes, I would say something. But am I controlling? Hell yeah. A lot of people don't think I am, but then other people totally think that I am. So, yes. I like my stuff clean, everything put away. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. My necklace. Oh, hi, Miss Money Penny. Hi. So I just went over this, but my friend custom carved this for me for my 30th birthday. Well, I paid him. But it's my signature, but it also looks like 30. The 0 looks, or the E, looks like a heart of love, and the B looks like infinite, and then the name that it's B. B, like be present, be love, be me. So that's the story. How old am I? 34. I know. 34. Should I cut? I keep thinking about cutting my hair. Should I cut it like really short? And then I would look older. There we go. Should I do that look? That's like the look. That's really in right now, the short look. I know I look young. I still get carded all the time. And I'm supposed to be grateful for that. Anyways, okay, lesson 46. Tomorrow, probably not going to happen, to be honest, since I'm going to be in Vegas for the 40th birthday. And get your ass in gear workshop kind of thing. So lesson 46 tomorrow, or Saturday or Sunday. I don't know what this means, but it says 70 times 7. The challenge of forgiveness. Whew. Thank you. I know, I'm like so tempted, but I know that as soon as I do it, I'd want to like chop it off. No, I'm not married or have a boyfriend. That's why I'm reading Calling in the One. 7 weeks to attract the love of your life. And we only have 3 more lessons. So I got 3 days to meet my one. Just kidding. Going with the flow. Going with the flow. You're here. Why is everyone jumping on now that I just finished the lesson? Tell us the secret. Well, I told you my deepest, darkest fear is potentially not being able to have kids. So that's my challenge that I've gone through. But my video's on YouTube with Health Addict, ADDIKT. So is there anything I can support you guys with? Do you have any questions? How about that? Do you guys have any questions on Calling in the One? Thank you. Questions? No questions? Calling in the One? Just marry you. I love how many people propose to me on this that I don't even know. Goodness. I just have to meet you out and about, at one of these events. What are my views on abortion? Oh, geez. Well, I'm not really a fan. I mean, for me. I'm not a fan for me. That is probably a lot to do with my my upbringing, because I was raised hardcore Catholic, and I believe that we all have access to birth control, which could prevent an abortion. So be responsible and wear a freaking condom, people, because there's STDs hanging everywhere. And I just heard another story, and it pisses me off like nobody's business, because it's so easy to just put a damn condom on. Condom, people. Yeah. Oh, gosh. Well, first I'd have to have sex with somebody, and that's not happening. So let me get back to you. But yes, I would at the point that I got there. I do not sleep with people right away. Not my thing. To read the book. What? Read the book. 7 weeks to Calling in the One. So any other questions? No, I'm not a virgin. I was married. I've been married. Well, I guess that doesn't really answer the question, does it? Oh. Wow, you guys, my necklace. Love. Go to my Instagram, because I took a picture and everybody's asking about this. This is awesome. Let's promote Derek. He's my friend. Combat Couture. If you go to my Instagram, Bethany Londyn, you'll find that this necklace has 5 meanings. No. Nice try. Any other questions? Oh my gosh, I'm not answering that question. Aw, awesome. Borderline personality disorder. Really funny you should talk about that, because we were talking about a friend who's dating somebody, or was dating someone, or not really dating somebody with that. So, yeah, it's really hard for me. It's hard for me to buy into all of that, because I think that we're just like ADD, all of that. We're basically training ourselves to be in all of that, with being on our phone, our iPad, our computer, the TV going, the radio, like all of it going. We're creating ourselves to have these issues versus getting into meditation or something and alternative practices. If you look at my startup, and how we can actually fight some of the stuff that we're creating on our own. Views on gays. Hey, I say spread the love. Love, period. Love who you want. It's not my job to judge. Do I eat animals? Yes, sorry Mitch, I eat animals. I'm fairly, not perfect, but I'm fairly paleo. So you might not like me anymore. But I eat mung beans too. I just sprouted a whole bunch of mung beans. Bye, Miss Moneypenny. I just love your name. I think I should say bye too. Hi. Well, it's only hard if you say it's hard. I'm not going to say it's hard finding the one. I'm going to say that I'm not being out and open as much as I could be. Because when I'm out, I'm very focused on who I'm talking to, versus being open and making the eye contact and creating that space for someone else to come in and talk. So it's you know, am I looking? Technically, I'm looking. Just some people can't tell. Because I'm like the girl that my friends are like, Bethany, that guy was just staring at you. And I'm like, oh, really? and like lost opportunity. Missed it. We both swiped right. Did we? I don't know. Maybe we did. Did we already go on a date? Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to jump off, because it's definitely, did I lose trust after? Probably a little bit. More so, I'm afraid of making a mistake again. However, I realized that there were very many lessons to learn in that relationship. So the idea of going through a divorce again is like horrible, or a breakup sounds horrible, but I guess that's just, I get to step into that and be open. Yeah. No date, just honeymoon. Yeah, it's a 3 month cycles. So 3 months of bliss, 3 months of frustration, and then 3 months of negotiating. That's how you create a fabulous relationship, according to Pat Allen. So I'm trying to get off, but people keep asking me good questions. Would I move for a guy? Possibly. This is my bank account number. Oh my God. Oh, jeez. I'm pretty sure I was hanging out with a billionaire last night. I wasn't really attracted to him, but I enjoyed talking cars. Oh my God. Love cars. I love cars. I have a startup called The Health Addict, which I'm wildly passionate about, and then I also coach people on the side until I'm big time. Until I'm big time with my startup. Because I enjoy helping people, and it's rewarding. It's rewarding to support people and see the shifts. You're funny. I know that car. I love cars. Are we still going? Oh my God. Okay, I just went to LA Car Show. So apparently my new favorite car is the Aston Martin Spectre. However, after talking to this guy last night, he introduced me to, I guess there's a $1.5 million Aston, there's a $2 million Aston, and personally, I like the $1.5 million Aston. The lines, it's just so beautiful. Are you ready to sing? Can't get her to sing. 1969 Pacer. I love Astons. I love Aston Martins. I like the Teslas, but now that I'm in LA and everybody has them, they aren't as exciting. But I do love the technology in them. And I'm really curious about the Fandango. There's like FF, this like private company FF that's gonna, maybe it was the Vulcans at 1.5 million. So there's this concept car that's going to be introduced in January. All the executives from Tesla went there. And I'm really curious about what they're building. I was even tempted to apply for a job there just because I wanted to. And I'm like, no, I'm focused on my startup. We're making big progress. But yeah, I like cars. And I really liked this 1990 993, I think it was. And I have to tell you, at the auto show, I was the only person that guessed the year of this car in 3 days. I was the only person that guessed the year, and I was right. So, I like cars. That's the point. Okay, I'm going to go spread the love. Let's talk about being where we're being generous and stingy in our lives. Exciting. Yes, I do. Did I look at the bin? No. Oh, I don't know. No, this guy I met at the dealership. So, I don't even know what his name was. Yeah, but he was telling me all about all his cars. And he has, oh my goodness, what, a Shelby. He had a Lamborghini that there's only been 9 made of them in the world. There were only 9. This guy's insane. I don't know what he does. I'm so curious. But anyway. Okay, I'm going to jump. I swear. Okay. You guys are awesome. Spread the love. Don't be stingy. Give. Spread the love. I wasn't attracted to him. Just the cars. And I love talking to people, obviously. Look at me. Okay. I love getting to know people. Okay, I'll talk to you guys later. Have a beautiful night. Bye.